Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex and I focus on living your best life on a budget. And just because you are on a budget does not mean you cannot live your life luxuriously and afford the things you want. So today we are going to focus on my November budget, which I know it's late. This was a crazy week with elections still going on and not knowing who our future president will be. So I just kind of want to sit back, take some time, relax with the family and distress and not focus on anything too serious. So as you can see, I have a new planner in front of me. This is from the Notique 2021 collection. And this is the Vegan Blush Croc A5 agenda. And I haven't really set it up the way I want to. This is just a little temporary fix to hold me over to the 2021 season. So I just have a couple of things in here now so I can really get it how I want it. So after I did some dashboards and some dividers in Canva and PicMonkey, I decided I wanted to switch over my monthly budget into a smaller setup because I was in the Happy Planner Classic size, but that was when I was doing more so of the family budget. And since this is focused on me, I do not have all of the bills that I did before. So that's why I moved to a smaller layout. I move over to the November budget. I created just a 30-day simple layout for me with a little bit of decor, not too much. And then I also switched my budget over as well. I kept the same layout with the quote in the overview, income, debt, expenses, cash envelopes, sinking funds, goals, and notes. I moved the goals over here just for the layout to fit better. And then I also created a weekly layout for me as well, just to see how this works. I may be switching out a couple things because I was going to do an A5 for my work business focus and then a personal size for my personal needs. But for the rest of the year, I'm just going to combine home, business, and personal all in one. So I think I'm going to make a couple adjustments to the notes and trackers down at the bottom. But this is my little minimal decor for the first week of November, which I love. And oh yeah, a hack I did for my doll. So the doll stickers can get addictive and they can be a little spendy and they're so cute sometimes. I just don't want to use it one time and be done with the doll and never use it again. So what I did is I attached the doll to some vinyl and then just cut around her. I cut more of the white of the background off since I have a blush pink paper. It wasn't working out too well. But yeah, if you want to see a hack on how to do that, so I just have some temporary glue just to hold her down, and I'll probably keep it for the quarter, all my dolls in the weekly spread for the quarter, but maybe at the end of the quarter I'll take my dolls out so I can reuse them again for later on to try and save a little bit of money.
Okay, guys, so a bit of an intermission here. I faced a multitude of issues when editing and uploading these videos. It is a miracle that I got it done. It's better late than never, and I know it is close to Paycheck 2, but I wanted to go ahead and upload this even though it is Paycheck 1. I had to download, uninstall, reinstall my software, download systems and applications off of my laptop, move documents and videos over to an external hard drive. Whatever the issue was, you name it, I faced it. It was a struggle bus. My computer did not want to let me be great, but by the grace of God, I was able to get it done and completed. So I apologize if there is a little bit of editing, of skipping and jumping around, but I tried my best just to get it up for you guys. So thank you for being patient with me.
So for my November monthly budget overview, I have color coordinated some things or matching stickers with my paydays on the 1st and the 15th, the bills that come out of the first of the month, I have those in the orange color, and then the second paycheck of the month is in the green, and then some family things and holidays on here. Like I said, I'm going to incorporate everything together. So I just want to check off the bills that I've paid already, just to make sure that I'm staying up to date with everything. So for every month, I have a quote at the beginning to kind of remind me where I need to be at and focus my time, attention, and money. So the quote for this month is, "Be thankful and think how rich you are. Your family is priceless, your time is gold, and your health is wealth." So I thought that was very fitting for the month of November, and being thankful for what we do have in our life. All right, so starting with my income, my check came in at $1,359.99. And if you watched my previous video from last month, then you know I have zero income from the business side. So that brings my total to $1,359.99. I'll transfer that over here. And the other thing I added or switched up to my budget planner is I added a paycheck to column, because I'm really not budgeting in advance for a whole lot. So there's not too much for me to be off for with the variance. So I just decided to change that column there so I can have my full month on one layout versus having two layouts for the months. And for Pierce, my that was $75. It's $75 every month. US Bank is $150. I pay a little bit more every time. I think my bill is always around $95, but I just pay $150 to try and lower that amount down. So that's $225 for my debt. Oh, and this time I didn't forget to add mortgage and home bills, and I like to split my half of the mortgage bill up into two payments for paycheck 1 and paycheck 2, so it's less of a heavier hit for me at the beginning of the month. So I use $400 of this paycheck to go towards my contribution, and home bills, I pay my husband or my portion of that on the second paycheck, so there's nothing goes there. And expenses, Google is $1.99, and that came out already. PicMonkey is $12.99. That has came out as well. Coaching is $50. That was a 3-month plan, and I've already done my third payment for that. I'm thinking of possibly moving on to another subscription that this mentor offers, but I need to check out the price on that. So as of right now, that's still $0. Canva, Adobe, and Amazon are all at the end of the month out of my second paycheck. So my total for this will be $13.98. What is my total? I can't count. We'll just say $2.15, 2 cents away, $14.98. Is that right? I hope it's right. I don't have a calendar next to me, and I didn't do the math beforehand, which is going to make my expenses come down lower. Yeah, $14.98, because it was $64.98 last month, and with $50 added onto that, that makes it the amount. So that's correct. So, and then on the back, I do have cash envelopes and sinking funds, but I rather do that verbally than writing all that out for you guys. Have to watch it all over a second time. So my budget wallet that I keep, I did add a little bit of decorative element to it. This was from a kind of, what do you call them, poster cards from Isis Ella Jewels, and these were some of the goodies that were like around her on one postcard, but it was pretty big to fit in here. So I just cut her out, left a little white outline, and cut out some of the pie, what is it, a pie, apples in a basket, little Ugg boots, pumpkins, pumpkin spice latte, some leaves, and squash. So I just cut out all those things and put it in the background of the card and put it on there. And I added, my ancestors stay blessing me, because everything that we have is a blessing and we need to be grateful and thankful for that. So that's just my minimal thing here. I wanted to add some side tabs to flip through here, but it doesn't have much space for it. So I'm just going to keep the labels on the top, and I need to add a couple more labels. I am going to get my normal 100. And as you know, that is spent. So there is nothing in this envelope for me to count. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh, my envelope's out of order. Planner, once again, that is going to get 100. I am trying to slow things down here, but of course, you know, it is the end of the year, so many shops have Christmas goodies and starting to have New Year goodies coming out as well. So hopefully after the new year, January, y'all can say, okay, stop it on the $100 every 2 weeks for the planner, because you are just doing way too much. So that is going to get 520s as well. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And you know it's empty. So miscellaneous is going to get 70, which I said 2 20s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. Now, I only have 1 5 in here because literally before I started shooting this, my son, one of his friends has his driver's permit, and his mom is letting him drive around with the mom in the car. So he wants to ride around with his friend while he practices. So he wanted $5 just in case for whatever may happen. And he has his own money. I didn't have time to stop filming and go into my other envelope and get his money out. So I just took it from here and I'll put it back once I'm done filming. So 20, 40, 50, 65. So business license, I have some notes in here because I had to pay for some things. I had to pay $75 for my county fees and $55 for my P.O. box. So I made the expense tracker to put on the back of here. But I forgot I need to get the self-laminating sheets because I don't want to run this through the laminator again. So I'm just going to use the self-adhesive laminator sheets to tuck this to attach the expense sheet to the back of this. So we have $150, $70, and business planner is going to get one more additional $100. So that brings us to, So that brings us to 100, 200, 250, 270. And instead of this just being business license, I think I'm just going to put business expenses on here. And not just like shopping for business for the fun of it, but any kind of fees associated with it, because also I have to pay my food insurance again. That is due. So that needs to be canceled as well because I'm paying for things that I'm not even utilizing. Samples. We have 1, 2, 50, 3, 50, 4, 50, 5, 50. $550, and samples is only getting 100 this month because I have to focus on some other things like the basement and kitchen and all the other stuff. Oh yeah, and miscellaneous, I gave way more than normal, and that's because Thanksgiving is coming up, and I know I'm going to want to buy little things around the house for that, and I know I'm going to blow my budget on it, and I may need a little bit more cash to make sure that we're set up properly to host. So samples now has 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600, 650, $650. And that sample process, oh my gosh, it is becoming such a burden and making me a little bit more apprehensive, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as easy. Finding a manufacturer is not as easy as it may seem, and I am trying to find a reputable one that has actual business history and reviews I can go off, instead of just throwing my money to someone overseas and I have no idea what their capabilities are. So this is proving to be a very difficult task. So we're just going to keep letting this stack, and unfortunately the project will get pushed back a little bit later because I am focused on finding a quality manufacturer and not just someone who's going to slap my items together. So kitchen is 0. I need to put a label on here, and that is still going okay. Finishing up the painting of the cabinets. So the countertop, I got some marble contact paper to put on top of the countertops to lighten it up and make it look a little more modern. But those rolls, they came bent in the package. All the bins showed all the creases on the countertop when you unrolled it. So it just looked really bad. So I had to send those back. So hopefully those will be coming soon so I can start working on that. So the kitchen gets $100 and $250s. So I like to get that done, that countertop, so I can get a video uploaded and keep you guys posted and updated on that. And next is the basement. So I have a note in here as well. I didn't spend the money, but I needed to exchange. I swapped out 250s for 520s to make change for something, but I still have $100 in here. I believe 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And we are going to add $100 in 250s. So 50, 100, 20, 140, 160, 180, 200. So this other envelope, that's for my son. He's not getting anything. So this last envelope, this is not a sinking funds envelope. Well, I'm going to start it. So Pink X Budgets, she has these cool $2 bills that she keeps. My cousin owed me some money, and when she paid me back some of the money, this was one of them, a $2 bill. And I was like, oh my gosh, this just made me start to kick off $2 bill collection. And I think we already have a couple of these around in the house. I'm going to grab those and put them in the envelope as well. And then periodically when I go to the bank, I'm just going to like switch in $10 of my money and just get some $2 bills and keep them, because I think it's a cool savings to start. All right, guys, that's it for Paycheck 1 for November. Be on the lookout for my kitchen mini makeover series. I have my video already on stripping the kitchen cabinets. Now I am editing and uploading the painting of my kitchen cabinets. And next I'll be moving on to adding contact paper to the countertops to give it more of a modern feel. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. Thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until later, see you soon.